Hello, my name is Luis Matos, and I'm 40 years old here in UK. Live in UK for the last 22 years. I'm from Portugal, naturally, and I've been in UK for most of my life. I've been spending more years in UK than I spent in Portugal when I came to UK when I was 18 years old. Um, this is my first video on YouTube. As you might notice, my experience is very bad and very poor, but hopefully who listen to this video can take notes, courage, and I can incentivize someone. I'm doing this because some people, friends, and even doctors, I just came back from hospital and advised me why not to do some videos just to motivate other people who want to go through what I just been through. So I just did a bariatric surgery with the NHS. So I didn't pay anything for my surgery. Everything was for free. I had to wait a long time. So basically, 4 years. Excuse me. I had to wait about 4 years for this surgery, and it took me a long time. If I knew what I knew today, I might have spent about 4,000 at the time, and I had to go private and do it private. But I was never advised to go private because here in UK is still very expensive. If you go to Turkey, for example, it's cheaper, but then the follow-ups, it might be a problem. That's why I never did it. So that's why I just always wait for NHS. I know for a fact today, if you go to Turkey, for example, some hospitals in Turkey have offices now here in UK that you can go for a follow-ups. So you are safer. But you still have to pay £4,000 probably. I'm not sure about follow-ups, if it's included or not. But to NHS, I've been here in the UK for 22 years. I've been paying my taxes, so everything was for free. While it's for free, but it's a waiting. I had to wait for 4 years because there's a big long process, and it's not like you go into the surgery straight away and then they call you within a month. No. So it took me a long time to do this. So I'm just doing this video to whoever is in my situation. Sometimes you can feel the same I was feeling because many years I've always been a big guy, and I was in my biggest. I can say now I was 238 kilos when I decided to do a bariatric surgery, and I did this because I had a knee problem. So I was diagnosed with a 3-compartmental osteoarthritis right knee. So basically I have an issue with arthritis in one of my right knee, which is inside the knee. So, and that arthritis pretty much eat all my cartilage, and it was almost impossible to walk at the time, and it's still hard to walk now. So the doctor I saw, the consultant, advised me I need to lose weight to do this surgery, as where the arthritis is, and they need to break my knee, and this is a long surgery. And because my BMI, my fat, my body is was too much, they will not do a surgery on my knee because for anesthesia will be too risky for myself. So on the long term, I need to lose weight, so my BMI will decrease, and then can have my knee surgery safely. So that's when I decided to do this bariatric surgery. When people was telling me before that I should do it, you always get scared because in the end of the day it's still a surgery. I know it's not like a complicated surgery, but it's still a surgery. So I always try to eat healthy, but when you're big already, so it's always hard to lose weight. And then I was here in the UK. I've been most of the time by myself, living alone in my room. So like my food was my comfort, let's say. So came to a point that I reached 238 kilos, and one day while I was on holidays in Portugal, I'm from the countryside back home, and I was actually cleaning some lands I have there with the machinery, and I had to do like some side movements, and my knee just snapped, and then I couldn't walk for a long time, for a couple of weeks, I think 3 weeks more or less. At the time I went to Portugal to hospital, but they just gave me like an injection for the pain, and because they knew I was here in the UK, because I had this international medical card, so I don't have to, because in Portugal you pay for hospitals, so with that card I don't pay hospitals in Portugal, I just pay the taxes. So instead of paying like 15-20 euros, I just pay like 3-4 euros for the taxes, and that's it. I got the injection, come back to UK after the holidays, and then that's when I start to do these consultations to see what's actually going on my knee. And then that's when I was diagnosed with arthritis, and I've been advised to do this. So I started the process. I went to my GP, all the referrals. It was a long wait. Because my BMI was high, I was entitled to this bariatric surgery. And then I just went on waiting list. But until you get to the waiting list is long, so you have to wait for an appointment. I wait a couple of months. While you wait for appointment, you do like a nutritionist course, which took me like 11 months. And while I was doing this course, I thought maybe my father didn't ask, but they never told me as well, that I was on the waiting list already for the actually surgery. But no. First you have to pass the course. So basically you can miss in 11 months, you can miss 2 sections. On the first couple of months was 2 sections a month, and then in the last 4-5 sections was like once a month. So I complete that. It was most about talking, learn how to eat, or you can check the calories on the packages, some exercise because it was a video calls. I did was from home. You had a professor or teacher, you call it, on the video, and then you have to do like exercises, like steps in some place. You move your arms, and yeah, so you do a good sweat. You will notice. So I did that for 11 months, and then when I finish, that's when I went to the consultant again, and he told me, now you are on the waiting list for the surgery. So that was a big surprise. So just that was like almost 2 years, like 1.5, 2 years. So I wasted that time, which I thought was already, and I wasn't. And all this waiting time, my knee was hurting. So I was always at work. I've been working all the time, but it was hard. My work is sitting down. I need to do some walking as well, but it was not easy. And as I was limping quite a bit, my hip started to notice as well. and I start to have hip painful. It was hurting as well. So after X-ray, one of the bones on the hip came out of the socket. That's why it was hurting, and the nerve was down on your leg, goes between the socket and touches it, it hurts. So it's been hurting quite a bit. So at the moment, the hip hurts more than my actual knee. So my life for the last, let's say, 4 years has been not easy. I've been calling sick a lot to work. Thank God I have a good employee. He's been helping me a lot. He's been giving me support, flexible. Because I don't have enough sick days, I can take some holiday last minute. Like if I cannot go to work today, I can just take today as a holiday, and they help me a lot. So it's helping me saving and getting paid for the day. So basically is that, and then I got a call for my first triage from NHS. So I got, okay, the surgery is coming, and they said within 3 months. So after you do your triage for your surgery, which you do ECGs, blood tests, multiple of tests, and then within 3 months they should call you for your surgery. And this was back in October last year, into October 2024. But 3 months gone and nothing. And then mid December, I got another call saying, because my triage was long ago, to do another triage. Was the 2nd of January, just after New Year. And then I went to triage again, and again it's the same conversation. Within 3 months you got a call. But quite soon I got a call that my surgery was scheduled for the 21st of February. Or 22nd? I know it was late February. And then, okay, finally. Everything was prepared. So I was ready to go. I let my work know, and then yeah, on the 21st of February at 6:30 in the morning, that's the time they asked me to go. I was in hospital to do my admission checking. I went in, stayed in the hospital all day from 6:30 to 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. I was still in my hospital bed, and one of the doctors came and tell me, your surgery has been cancelled. The 2 people went before me had some complications, took longer, and they had to cancel mine. This just killed me. But nothing I could do about it. Come back home, went back to work, and but then they told me this was like a Friday. On Monday, someone will call you with a new date. No one called me on Monday. No one called me on that week. I was calling them, but everyone was telling me, you have to wait. And for 4 weeks, I didn't know any dates. Until one day I called, and one of the nurses, because I had the number of a nurse reception, that's where I was being admitted, and the number they gave me before. And one of the nurses told me, she was so nice. I wish I knew her name. Maybe I saw her now when I was there, but I didn't know her name. She was so nice and very helpful, and she gave me. She apologized for all this 4 weeks wait for a new date, and she told me to call a number. So she gave me a new number, which I called, and then the number she gave me, when I called, the person gave me another number to call. So I was like, oh my god, people just giving me numbers to call and no dates. But then straight away, oh, give me a second. She took like 2-3 minutes, and the surgery was booked for last Sunday. So it was the Sunday before. So it was the 13th of April, a Sunday. I felt a bit, a Sunday? Okay, fair enough. So 13th of April, the surgery was scheduled. Brilliant. It was like 3 weeks, I think, more or less. So I went again, went back to work, got ready. I was off 2 days before surgery to get things ready, packed to go to surgery. The Friday before, they call me again to cancel my surgery again. They canceled the surgery because they had no staff of the covering for the shift. And then they promised again, on Monday we'll call you the new date. And I asked them, last time you told me the same thing and no one did call until 4 weeks later. And then this person said, if no one, I will call you myself. I put you on my diary with a new date for sure. Fair enough. Wait. Went back to work for 2 days the following week, and then on actually Monday, someone called me quite like maybe noon to book it for the same week, Saturday. Okay, so I had to wait like 5 days, so it's not too bad. And then so it was 19, and it was a nervous week because again you were just waiting for a phone call to cancel the surgery again, but no, they actually went ahead. No one cancelled. They actually called me in mid of the week, asking me questions about my medication, and then on the Friday they called me to confirm it. And actually they asked me to go in to hospital on a Friday night. So I went to hospital the day before my surgery, and I was admitted the day before. I did a lot of blood tests. As you can see, even on my arm still bruised because of the blood tests. Yeah. I did everything, and then on the Saturday I had my surgery. So it was a bit of nerve-wracking, and again I was last to go to surgery. So the doctor came to see me around 8:30 in the morning. The actual doctor will give you the surgery. He came to see me, and then today is the day. Let's hope. But then a few people was in the same room. Well, I have my private room, but it's like inside. It's like a private room inside a big room. Sorry, I'm pressing because one of my wounds hurts a little bit now. Yeah, I could see time fasting going fast, and I couldn't. I was still there, bored on my phone. Yeah, I was anxious until 2:30 in the afternoon. The porters came and picked me up for my surgery until I got ready. It was a long surgery. So I went down around 2:30 in the afternoon. I came to my room around 11 p.m. Unfortunately, because I have it's not a big heart problem, but my rhythm in my heart is not regular. So mid-surgery, my heart accelerated a bit, so they had to stop the surgery so my heart could go back into the normal rhythm, and then to continue with the surgery. That's why it took so long. But basically, yes, that was my experience of my with the beginning of my bariatric surgery process. So this is my first video. I'll post new videos to explain the recuperation and the follow-ups. So I'll be posting new videos. I'm a bit new on this, so I'm sorry if something is not understandable, but ask in the comments. I will try to reply, or I can give you an email if you have any questions. In the end of the day, your health is important. I didn't took it serious until I was healthy, until something happened, and then you had to do this bariatric surgeries. And sometimes maybe with a bit of more commitment, you will not need a bariatric surgery. Maybe you need to be strong, have a good people around you. Unfortunately, I do have, but I'm alone. I live alone. Sometimes could be hard, but if you live with someone, maybe easier to lose weight and to help you more. But yeah, if you have any questions, just see in the comments. I will reply if I can, or I will reply to them, and I'll try to be as helpful I can. And I will see you in the next video. I apologize for the video. I'm doing this with my phone, and you're just going to straight to YouTube, and I'm not going to edit nothing. So I apologize for anything, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a good day.